Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
How's everybody this morning?
Good.
Fine.
Good, good. Don't sound like it, but good. Quick question. Who enjoyed last week?
I enjoyed it.
You enjoyed it? Bob, did you enjoy last week?
I made no comment.
You didn't.
That was the quietest
Why
I've
didn't you
seen
make a comment, Bob?
I don't talk about subject matters like that all the time.
Everybody talks about sexuality and intimacy.
Usually
Everybody
it's among
talked about it.
friends.
Huh?
Usually it's in a joking conversation with friends.
Yeah, it is. And it's not uncommon that people with mental illness are embarrassed by it. So, having said that, we're going to move on. There are 8 dimensions of wellness, just in case this is your first time watching. There are 8 dimensions of wellness. Those dimensions are living situation, education, assets, vocational, leisure and recreation, health and wellness, intimacy, and spirituality. Okay, we're,
For what page?
I'll give you the page in a second. Okay, we're going to talk about something, Bob, that I think you're going to add some great insight into. We're going to talk about spirituality. Okay? That's a subject I think you'll be comfortable with talking about, correct? All right, very good, Bob. We don't want anyone in here to be embarrassed or feel bad about any lesson that we give, because that's not what we're here for, okay? We're here to give you these materials and hope that you adapt and use these domains in your everyday life, okay? We are on page 191 to 193, okay? Our outline asks students what, if anything, spiritual means to them. Ask students to list 3 things they may value, i.e. money, love, trust, faith, kindness. Read the benefits of spirituality on page 194 to 198. So, we're going to start on page 191, okay? Everybody turn to 191. I'm going to use this book. All right, spirituality. Who in here is spiritual? Who in here pray to a God? Whether it's whatever God. Who in here has a higher power? Okay, everybody, to include me. Again, we're not going to get into specifics. We're not going to have a battle of religion. All we're going to do is talk about what spirituality means to us. Okay? What does it mean? How do you develop with spirituality? How is spirituality part of this domain? What does it represent to you? We're going to find out, and we're going to ask those questions, okay? All right, Bob.
Only problem is I still attend Mass every Sunday holiday, but I haven't been watching Mass on television or doing my Book of Catholic prayers all that often recently.
Okay. Well, we're going to change that, Bob, okay? We're going to make that one of your goals. How about that?
Yeah.
We didn't do goals last week, but I told you that I wanted you to prepare a goal on your own, and we were going to talk about it today. So, whatever goal you came up with, I hope you accomplished, and we're going to speak on that towards the end of the class, because you know I love goals. All right. Forging a higher path, the spiritual domain. If we can get you know who to read, it will be greatly appreciated.
All right.
Amanda, everybody give Amanda. All right. Didn't we clap for you earlier when you came in?
Yeah.
Oh, we did.
I'm just
So-
feeling the love today.
All right, we are giving you the love because we enjoy your reading. So, here we go.
All right. Spirituality is one of the most important dimensions of life for most people. Not surprisingly, spirituality plays an important part in our recovery journey. In fact, spirituality was rated one of the highest of all dimensions of recovery at a mental health summit held in Oregon in 1999. Not all of us believe in God or a higher power. On the other hand, most of us do hold important values that can help guide our recovery journey. This section contains food for thought about important values. All right. What is spirituality? Spirituality is a term that can encompass religion, but it also includes experiences that do not relate to formal spiritual traditions. Every culture and society has definitions for the experience of spirituality. In the American Heritage Dictionary, spirituality is defined as 1. Pertaining to or consisting of spirit. 2.
Ecclesiastical.
Ecclesiastical, sacred in the definition of the word. Spirit, A, the animating or life-giving principle within a living being's soul. B, the part of a human being associated with the mind and feelings as distinguished from the physical body. 3, the real sense or significance of something. 4, a person.
Okay, that was quick. That was very quick.
There's more. It jumps over.
Oh, okay, it jumps over. Okay.
So 5, a prevailing mood or attitude, a spirit of rebellion. 6, spirit, the Holy Ghost, verb, to carry off mysteriously or secretly. Some of us feel damaged by our early religious experiences or by people whose very negative attitudes and behaviors were said to be based in their religious beliefs. We don't want to let the prejudice or harmful actions of a few people keep us from exploring this domain of life.
All right. What did you get out of that? Anybody? What did you get out of that? Well, to me it said, when the part where it says that a person, prevailing mood or attitude, a spirit of rebellion, spirit, the Holy Ghost, to carry off mysteriously and secretly. In the Catholic religion, again, we're not going to debate over religion. There is a term that when you get the Holy Ghost. What does that mean to me? It means several things. It means that I interpreted the Word. I allowed the Word to flow through me, and I received a gift from God called the Holy Ghost. So, that's just a tradition that the Catholic religion has. Give me a tradition, or it doesn't even have to be spiritual. Give me a tradition that you base spirituality on. It doesn't have to be about religion, but something that's meaningful to you in a spiritual way. Bob.
Well, I've mentioned it before, but in spiritual independence, since I'm a Catholic, though I always attended Mass on Sundays, holidays, when I first started attending the program at CRI many years ago, which was a mental health program, all I was having all day was breakfast, lunch, dinner, and falling asleep.
Okay.
But as I got older, I made progress, and I knew that was a spiritual being that's helping out, that I got to the progress of where I'm at now.
Okay. All right.
So when I moved out of my parents' house into my own apartment, that's like spiritual independence.
Okay. All right. I'll go with that. Dave, you looked a little unsure.
Well, I sort of use the Catholics thing about the rosary. I say the rosary when I want to get into myself.
Okay.
So that's what I use.
Okay, that's very, very good. I used to do the rosary until I forgot how. It's been a while since I prayed over the rosary, and I'm going to look into that. Maybe that'll be one of my goals. So, very good. What about you,
I'm gonna
Justin?
pass on this.
You gonna pass?
Yeah.
Do you believe in a higher power? Okay. What spiritually or non-spiritually things that you do that's based on spirituality?
Well,
Do you pray?
I pray.
Okay.
As much as I can.
All right. What else?
I don't know.
Okay, we'll come back to you. Okay. You gonna have your answer when I come back to you?
Yep.
All right. We'll come back to you. Melvin.
Yeah.
Give me something that you do spiritually.
I treat people with respect
Mhm.
without them knowing about it.
Okay. And what else?
I treat myself with respect
All right.
without me knowing about it.
Do you pray? Without you knowing. I think we're all good to ourselves spiritually. What about, do you have a higher being?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you pray?
Oh yeah, I got a pattern plan.
Oh, okay. What's that pattern?
Try to get in prayers in at least about twice a day.
Okay. Amanda.
And I try to pay attention to everything that develops in the course of the day.
Okay. All right. Give me your personal definition of your spirituality.
Mine?
Yes.
For me, spirituality is when I'm fully immersed in the moment and when I'm connected to myself and my body.
Okay.
So in the ways that I do that, are I do a lot of mindfulness and a lot of meditation.
No. Very
And
good.
I put, my higher power is kind of like the universe in general, so I put what I want for the world into the universe. So
Okay.
I do like positive affirmations
Right.
and treat people kindly and just try to be as positive as I can.
Oh, very good. That's very good. That's a lot of food for thought. I do appreciate that. When I do good, I feel good. When I do bad, I feel bad. That's my religion. Abraham Lincoln. When you do good, do you feel good? When you do good, do you feel good?
Yeah, one good thing about spirituality, since I'm an Elder High School graduate, it's an all boys Catholic parochial private high school,
Mm-hmm.
I sent them a check of $30 to Elders Alumni Association.
Okay.
every year. So that helps out their school, and the principal sends a thank you letter back. But maybe more so this, in the CMA and Archdiocese of Cincinnati.
Okay.
I send a check of $50 every year, and the Archbishop Dennis and Snur sends a thank you letter on back.
Okay. Does that make you feel good?
That's like spiritual dedication.
Okay. Do it make you feel
Doing it to a
good?
Catholic high school in the Archdiocese of Cincinnati.
Okay. All right. Does it make you feel good?
Yes.
Okay. Give me something that you do bad that makes you feel bad. Yeah, that's a heck of a question.
It is
That's a heck of a question. All right.
bad.
What do you do bad, Bob, that makes you feel bad? Do you do anything bad? Because you're so honorable.
I can say something. I try to be honest. Maybe I give out too much money to other people.
Okay.
And maybe I give things away too much.
Okay.
Okay.
But that's giving. That should make you feel
being
good.
nice, but don't get out of hand.
Absolutely. You can't give people excess. You have to give
Limit
what you can
yourself.
afford and what you know what's good for you. All right, David.
Badly, woo.
When you do things, do they make you feel good?
Yes, I do things for people.
Uh-huh.
I went to the hospital, visit a lady from the Delhi Estates,
You do.
and I take people to doctor's appointments. And
Okay.
That makes me feel good too, as long as it helps them out. I know I'm helping them out. It gives me a reward inside.
Right.
Okay.
Now,
Now the bad thing.
Bad thing, David.
Okay.
What do you do bad that makes you feel bad?
Well, I don't know of anything that does make me feel bad, that bad, except when I try to be honest with people and they don't understand.
Right.
That-
Being brutally honest.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I don't like being brutally honest. That's a bad thing.
I don't think being brutally honest is a bad thing. There's ways to deliver.
I'm not good at that.
Okay. Well, maybe that's something
a bad
you
thing
can work
I
on.
gotta work on.
Okay, you could work on that. Justin.
Sometimes praying makes me feel bad.
Pray.
Because I'm asking for forgiveness.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes that just, I don't know,
Because of what you've done or the prayer itself.
what I've done.
Okay, that's reasonable. I'm
But I know
glad.
he forgives me. I'm
Oh,
glad about
absolutely.
that. But
You have a
sometimes
very forgiving God.
It just,
Yes.
sometimes it makes me feel bad.
Okay, all right. That makes sense. Melvin?
When I exaggerate a little bit too much.
Okay. Yeah, we all exaggerate. Lord knows I do.
Because that can go on and on and on. Guess how come?
Right.
As long as I can hold your attention, it'll go on and on and on until you tell me like, aren't you tired yet?
Oh, Melvin, I can listen to you all day.
Oh, you could?
I could.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to sit down and have a chess game. No, we're going to have a ping pong game because I know I can't beat you in pool, but I'm going to take you in ping pong.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Table
Look forward to
tennis.
that.
Table tennis, yes. Amanda, what do you do to make you feel good?
I like writing poetry and
Okay.
helping other people with their poetry and helping people with their problems, really just being a good peer supporter.
Yeah, absolutely. I would have to say that I'm going to steal Amanda's answer as well. I love being a peer support specialist, in training, I should say. I enjoy what I'm doing. This is what I do that really makes me feel good. It really makes me feel good to come in and talk with you guys and give you information that can help you provide a better life for yourself. I really, really sincerely hope that this is just not a place where you come to get away. I sincerely hope that this is a place that you come to make goals and achieve goals. I really hope that this is a stepping stone for you to really know what your mental illness is, what your triggers are, pretty much everything about yourself when it comes to your mental illness. This is a place where you can make that happen. Just listen to your facilitator, ask as many questions as you like. Sometimes I have to kind of curve when we ask questions because we only have a certain amount of time, but that's really not being disrespectful. If you have a point that you want to get out, let me know that this is a point that I really need to make, and I'll give you all the time in the world. This is your class. This is about you guys. It's about me as well because I'm in recovery as well. So, this is about you. Ask questions. Next week and the week after, we're going to have covered all the domains. After today, we've covered all the domains. So, what does the next 2 weeks bring for us? We're going to go over these domains, and I'm going to give you 3 to 5 minutes to discuss what it is you got out of this class, what it is that these domains mean to you, how are you going to apply these domains to your life, and a goal that's going to include these domains. So I'm going to give you a chance to run the class next week. I'll still be the one on camera unless you've decided that you want to be on camera?
I think Bob needs to show his face because America loves him.
Everybody loves Bob
One
in
time, show your
America.
face and introduce yourself.
Alright, I would like that, but Bob, if you are not comfortable with being on camera, I totally understand. I would like for America to know all of you. I would like for them to see what the face of mental illness look like. It's such a diverse crowd. None of us are alike, but we're all alike in a certain instance. I think that America will benefit with the face of mental illness. So they have me. They have me as the face of the recovery center and mental illness, and that's really okay with me. I want people to know exactly what I go through during my mental illness. Even though you don't want to be on camera, I want America to know what you go through with your mental illness. So next 2 weeks is going to be about you.
So it'd be all right if we write it out?
Write it out. Okay, keep it between 3 to 5 minutes so we can get everybody in. Keep it in a certain amount of time.
What questions you want to ask again?
I'm going to let you ask the questions. I'm going to let you make the statements. I'm going to let you decide what it is you want to talk about. So I'm going to give you a power. Oh, don't write in that book, please. Thank you, because I have to use those books. Yes.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if anybody wondering why come we won't like to be on camera.
Uh-huh.
I already knew how come I don't want to be on.
Okay.
You know, and my reason is like, I'm practically the background of everything I do.
All right. Okay.
You know, just me being on there.
Okay.
I already know how I would be.
No, but I think if you had ever decided that you wanted to be on camera, I think you'd provide.
I just be on TV.
Okay.
You know, Channel 12?
Okay. All right. So, but I think America will benefit. I would love for America to get to know Bob. I would love for America to get to know David. I would love for America to get to know Justin. I would love for America to meet our photographer, Brian. I don't ever give out last names to protect you. So I would love for America to meet all of you guys, just because what you represent. I would like for you to tell your story about your recovery. I would love for you to tell your story. And I'm going to give you 3 to 5 minutes over the next couple of weeks, the next 2 classes, to do exactly that. I'm going to allow Amanda to speak to you with some of the situations that she's been in with mental illness, how she interacts with people with mental illness, and what she brings to the recovery center. We're going to get a quick briefing from Amanda. And I want Brian to tell his story. He can stay off camera if he'd like. That's fine. But I would like Brian to share with you some of his experience. We absolutely love Brian because Brian is on our trivia team, and Brian knows all.
Too smart.
He is too smart. He is very smart. I think he'll provide you with a couple minutes of some great insight. Okay? How we put this program together. Why we decided to take this program and put it on YouTube. So people that can't come to these classes or don't have the ability to be in a program like we are, can at least get some information. Yes, Bob?
This mental health program is for your ideal recovery.
Yes.
Ideal recovery,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why it's called the Recovery Center Mental Health Program. It's an
Great.
ideal place for recovery.
And it is that. It is truly that. What are you getting out of the recovery center?
Well, I don't do much socializing. but
Okay.
I do like to talk about sports.
Okay.
Coaches and sports.
All right.
Baseball, football, basketball.
Absolutely. And you're very knowledgeable. But what does the recovery center provide you with?
Learning about other people's psychiatric illness.
That's a good point. That's a good thing to learn. It shows me how fortunate I am that I'm able, and I'm resilient enough to live a productive life. I'm learning. This has probably been the best summer for me in about 10 years. I really enjoyed this summer with my weight loss and some of the goals that I achieved. This has been the greatest summer. So my goal is to just make it through the winter. I hate winter, but I have to be able to make it through the winter with the tools that I've just learned. So these dimensions reply to me as well. This isn't something that I'm trying to give to you. This is something that I'm learning about every time I give a class. Okay? Bob, what were you going to say?
I'm going to say something similar to what you said.
Okay.
And I've said this in groups in the past.
Right.
Even though I have problems, I can tell there's a lot of people at this program who are far worse off than I am.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we have to be thankful that we are in a state that we can live a normal life with our disabilities. Last week's domain, we could live a life with that domain. All the domains that we've mentioned, from our living situation to recreation and leisure, to the assets that we have, our recreation, our vocational, if we decide that we wanted to go back to school, our higher learning, our health and wellness. I think these are domains that we need to consider every day of our lives. I challenge you guys to look at these domains and decide which domain works best for you or you want to improve in. These are stepping stones for your life. These are just not words that we throw at you and expect you to grasp them and be okay in life. This takes practice. We practice every day with these domains, especially the spiritual domain. Like Bob said, I go to church every Sunday to give my praise. I'm not ashamed of that. I love to worship. I try to do things that are good. Sometimes I fall short, and you have to ask for forgiveness. So, having said that, Bob.
The main reason why I attend Mass every Sunday holiday is required that all Catholics do that. So.
Okay, all day?
No, every Sunday holiday.
Oh, okay. Yeah, every Sunday.
I did say I was cutting back on watching on television, doing prayer,
Okay.
but that's optional.
Right.
That's not mandatory, but it is mandatory that all Catholics attend Mass.
It says that come into my house and kind of join as a community to worship God. That's not exactly what it says. I'll never try to quote the Bible because I'm just not that smart. But it does speak about us coming into the church and giving praise. So, having said that, David.
Well, with me, I don't go to church because I have to go to church.
Right.
The law says that.
Right?
But I do go to church because it helps me build up on my spirituality.
Uh-huh.
It makes me feel closer to God.
Yes.
Okay, it does, because when you're in communion with other people there.
Right.
I mean, the best part of the whole thing is, is the shaking of hands when
Absolutely.
peace be with
Absolutely.
me.
Peace be with you.
That is
Absolutely.
definitely right.
Okay.
And that's what I try to do with everybody here.
Yeah.
Just be nice and gentle and as kind as I can be.
Yes.
And I hate when I get angry.
Yes, me too.
I don't want to get angry at anybody.
Okay, all right. How about you, Justin?
I enjoy taking sacrament. I'm Mormon,
Mm-hmm.
and Catholics take
Communion?
communion, we take sacrament.
Okay,
Kind of the same, but not.
okay.
It's just I enjoy each week to, when I'm out,
Right,
to ask for forgiveness and
yeah,
of my sins and,
okay.
go on about my business.
All right, very good, very good. What about you, Melvin?
I feel religious every day. When I go to church, I just go there to listen to the word
Mm-hmm,
and mingle with people there.
Mhm.
See if they got any insight to give me.
right,
You know.
Right.
And then if they got a dinner, I'll let them know if I want to stay and eat.
okay,
You know. But other than that, I'm just neutral.
okay. All right. Amanda?
I think I feel the most like spiritual in the morning when I get up and have my coffee and I'm sitting on my porch and I'm watching the sunrise.
Mm-hmm.
And
All right.
I set my intentions for the day
Okay,
and make sure that I feel good and holy and protected.
okay. For me, communion, the tasting of the body and blood, that's when I think I feel as close to God as I possibly can get. I do love the singing. I used to sing in a choir, and it's just a place where, just like on the tennis court, I release when I sing. It makes me let go and let God, if you've ever heard that phrase. It's a place where I just feel comfortable. I feel close to God when I sing. I feel even closer when I take communion. So there are things in the church that we do that makes us feel closer to God. Bob, what was your question?
Like what Dave said, when you shake hands towards the end.
Absolutely.
That's like a spiritual bond of friendship.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We have a tradition in the church where we shake each other's hand and we say, peace be with you. We also have a part in our service where we all held hands and we say, our Father. That to me is another form of being close to God, because you have the whole community holding hands and giving praise at the same time. So that I love. I absolutely love that part of the service. When we get down on our knees and we give God the praise, that's a good feeling for me. That is a good feeling for me. I'm going to ask you, if you can change something about your environment, what would it be? What things in your environment would you likely keep? It doesn't sound like a very spiritual question to me.
Yeah, it feels like more physical.
That does. So we're going to dismiss that one. All right, then we're going to go to another one. Okay? What is your role spiritually? Again, I used to sing in the choir. Now I help usher. I help collect money in the collection basket. I bring the church to order. I announce all the weekly announcements that need to be made. I make those first thing when I bring the church to order. So I have a very nice role in the church. I'm proud of what I do for the church and in the church. So I'm involved. I would like to become more involved, but I am involved in church. Every week I go, which is basically every week that I'm not out of town, I look forward to going to church. Church to me is necessary for me in order for me to have a great week? Bob?
The money I spend at church each week, if they're taking up a special collection,
Mm-hmm.
in a special collection basket, I drop a $1 bill at noon.
Okay,
In the St. Vincent Paul box, I drop $2 at noon.
okay,
And in the collection basket taken up during the offertory part mass, that's $3.
okay, very good.
So if they're not taking up a special collection, that's 5. If they are, that's 6.
Okay, all right, that's very nice for you to give back. David?
Well, there's a couple things I've been thinking about. I've asked a lady who does a lecture
Yes.
at the mass,
Uh-huh,
so I've been thinking about doing that, or readings at mass.
absolutely.
Or give out communion, one or the other.
Okay.
Get more involved with the church.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
All right, Justin. What more can you do? What role is yours? What is your spiritual role?
To obey my commandments.
Okay, very good. That's the first time I've heard that, and that to me is one of the best answers that I've heard. Absolutely.
We have a word of wisdom,
Okay.
and we're required to do certain things in the
Mhm.
church, and it's kind of strict, but it's
Okay.
good.
It's good. All right. Do you uphold these?
I try,
Okay.
but I'm not perfect. I'm not God. I'm
Absolutely.
God, but I'm not God.
We are all
Sure.
fall short. We all fall short, but we ask for forgiveness, and that's the most important thing, is to ask for forgiveness. So let me get to Melvin.
Yeah,
Melvin, what is your spiritual role?
just being there on certain days,
Mhm.
certain weeks, certain Sundays. And if there's anything I can extract from the Bible, as a result of the sessions that was making that morning, that'd be
Mhm.
all right. But if it get complicated, I'll try to get back the following week. Because they have different chapters every week.
Okay. Yeah. All
If I
right.
can't identify with it, I don't let it worry me though.
Okay. All right. What were you gonna say, Bob?
Sorry, I didn't interrupt before.
Oh, you are always welcome to ask questions.
But I want to point this out to you, something that's
Mhm.
good or honorable.
Right.
On page 192,
Okay.
there's a phrase there that says, when I do good, I feel good. When I do bad, I feel bad. That's my religion from the late great President Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, I read that one. Okay, I read that one, and I asked you. So I'm going to ask you again. When I do good, I feel good. When do you do good that you feel good about?
When I receive achievement awards.
Okay? When you do a great job where? At
Well,
work?
when I at my part-time job, when I was there for 10 years,
Okay.
I was invited to a buffet dinner that another member and I could go to at the Syndicate.
Okay.
It's a building in North Kentucky.
Okay.
And not only did we receive a buffet dinner, I received a 10-year plaque for being at my part-time job for 10 years. And
Okay.
I still have that in my apartment. And I have a book that has, inside the book where it says 10-year service,
Okay.
it had the one restaurant my part-time job at the area, my name underneath there.
Very good, Bob. Very, very good.
But achievement awards like that would be,
Okay. All right. So Bob answered. Okay.
I forgot to mention too,
Mm-hmm.
certain, I don't go to church every communion Sunday, but on certain Sundays, I know exactly when to go.
Okay. All right. All right. There's a phrase in here that I want to read that speaks to me. Prayer is when you talk to God. Mediation is when you listen to God. Diana Robinson. How many of you talk to God? Your higher power.
I talk to
I do. I do. I think when I'm at my darkest and I need absolution, I pray to God, I have a conversation. I do it in privacy. Again, if you do it in public, that's fine as well. But people are going to think you're crazy because you're talking to yourself. But there's never a bad time to praise God. There's never a bad time to look at your spirituality and make some decisions. When I do make decisions, I ask myself, well, what would God do? I do put myself in mind of, is this right or wrong? I know what's right. We all know what's right and what's wrong. Is this something that God would do? Would I be breaking the commandment? A lot of these things you need to think about when it comes to the spiritual domain. Bob?
Well, I've said this to groups in the past, I do mine in private.
Oh, you do. You do.
Late at night, laying on my bed with my bedroom light turned on, I do it verbally there. If I'm at church and I do prayers for other people, then I just do it in my thoughts.
Okay, very
I know
good.
that God can read everyone's inner deep thoughts.
Oh, they
I
can.
can't do it verbally at church, I'm around a crowd of people, so. I
Absolutely.
can't do it with thoughts,
Okay. David! Give me...
What do I?
What do you think about that? Prayer is when you talk to God.
Oh, yeah.
Mediation
Yeah.
is when you listen.
Well, that's what I do is in between the rosary, I don't say it right through. I sort of just say it, and then I pause, and then I, see if there's anything coming to me.
Right.
But when
Right.
you're thinking at the same time as you're praying, is when you're having that conversation. You gotta think while you're saying it, because it's so automatic for me now,
Mhm.
that it's just that I also have a million things going on in my brain.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then that's what I figure is God's trying to get through to me.
Mm-hmm. All right, Dustin.
Sometimes I pray for other people more than I pray for myself.
Okay.
I think that's one of my flaws.
I don't think that's a flaw.
It's good to pray for other people, but,
Yes.
I have my own flaws.
I agree.
Nobody's perfect.
I agree. Yeah,
And I pray for other people, and it's just kind of, it feels
Yeah.
good,
yeah,
Mhm.
just to do that in your heart.
oh yeah, yeah.
God knows what you want, but he doesn't, maybe he's not sure what everybody else wants.
Right.
So I don't know.
Okay, Melvin?
Yeah, I pray in general.
Okay. All right, anything else you want to add? Anything, Melvin? Anything?
No,
Okay.
I pray in general, that's everybody.
Amanda, what do you do?
I do like to meditate, and I like to kind of send out I do pray.
Okay.
So I do that, but I also like to, in addition to that, set positivity out into the world as well.
That's good.
So like give it out to the universe as well as, talking with God about my personal stuff.
Okay. Bob?
Even though I am a sinner who has done wrong things in the past,
Mm-hmm.
there's a phrase, God counts efforts, not results.
Okay. That's a good saying, Bob.
Because even though I'm a sinner, I have done bad sins.
Yeah.
I try to be overall good, and God counts your efforts and not results.
I agree. We are all are sinners. I don't know one perfect person on this planet, besides you, Dave.
No, there is one. There is one, and that was Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. I mean on the earth now. Okay. Yes. Yes. But Brian.
Yeah, me.
Yes, you.
Oh,
Okay, Brian is
oh
perfect.
boy.
Our photographer is perfect.
The
Okay.
cameraman's perfect.
Very good, Brian. All right. Since we didn't get to talk about goals last week, we're going to talk about goals this week. We've actually finished all 8 domains. These domains and these classes are on YouTube. Yes. These classes are on YouTube. So, if you ever want to see these classes, want to relive them, and see what you contributed to the class, go to Recovery Center of Hamilton County, and then type in 8 Dimensions of Wellness. It'll pop right up. You will see this lovely face on every YouTube posting. So, if you want to go back and check these classes out, please do so. That'll give you some insight of what your goals were. It'll tell you what results you've had. So this is for you, okay? Now, Bob, spiritually, give me a one-day goal.
Watch Mass on television.
Okay, you're gonna watch Mass tonight?
Since I told you, I've not have been doing that or doing prayers all that often.
Okay, all right. David?
Go for a walk in nature.
Okay, what are you gonna do, Justin?
I don't know, but I want to say what last week's goals was.
Yes,
Last week,
we're gonna get to that.
Okay.
We got a couple minutes.
my goal is to have a conversation with my son.
Okay, what's yours, Mel?
Talk to the guy this afternoon to see if he could fix my door
Okay,
this afternoon instead of this week.
Oh.
I talked to him early this morning, but I told him what time I get out of group. I'll say I'll try to be back there. I said, "Are you sure you can fix it?" He said, "Yes." So I'm gonna try to take care of that.
gotcha. Amanda?
Mine is to meditate today.
Okay. Mine is for me to pray and to listen to maybe about 3 or 4 gospel songs, because gospel songs relax me. I have a couple favorite gospel songs that I listen to. My favorite gospel singer, I think, would be like Kelly Price, and I listen to her version of For Every Mountain, and that just gives me the strength and the courage I need to make it through my day. Give me goosebumps. So, we decided that we were going to work on our own goals for last week. Bob, what was your last week goal, and did you accomplish it?
Well, not only was last night, this will be 2 of them.
Okay.
Not only last night, I got all that cleaning of my apartment done.
Okay.
Because a possibility may inspect my apartment, but may not.
Okay.
But I got my job clothes laundry done last night too.
All right. Very good, Bob. David, what was your goal that you chose for last week?
Well, is to continue walking in nature.
Okay.
Just, that relaxes me to knowing that. That's
Okay.
when you can see what God has done.
Right. All right, Justin.
My goal was to say I love you to 3 people,
You did you?
and I did.
All right. Very good.
Sister,
Very
my
good.
son, and my dad.
All right. That's your support system.
Yeah, my support
All right. Very good. I'm very proud of you for
Thank you.
making that effort. That's a very good effort. Melvin, you had a weekly goal that you were supposed to come up with.
I did. I made contact to the people who's gonna work on my car.
Okay.
And I did some help with a friend, and I was anticipating a negative outcome, but it turned out real nice.
Okay. All right. Very good. Amanda, what was your weekly goal?
Mine was to get my car ready for the winter.
Okay.
I went and I got an oil change and I washed my car.
Okay.
Wow.
Very good. All right. My weekly goal was a friend of mine in Akron put on a gospel play. So my goal was to get up to Akron to see this gospel play. And may I say to you, it was a phenomenal play. I hope in the near future that this play get a lot of attention, because it was very well put together. The singing was amazing, the acting was right on point, and the message really, really spoke to you. So that was my goal, was to get up to Akron for a week. I stay in Cleveland, but I drive down to Akron. I have family in Akron, I have friends in Cleveland, but of course I will stay with my friends so I can come in and out all night. Once I get into my auntie's house, she locked the door at 10 o'clock. You're stuck till 6 in the morning. So anyway, having said that, I love you, Amy. But my goals. What are we going to make a goal for next week? What are your goal going to be for next week?
Be a little more motivated, self-motivated while I'm at my part-time job.
Okay, so your motivation. All right, what about you, Dave?
I think I'm gonna, get my car ready for winter. That was a good one. I like
Okay, I like that too. Because I need to do the same thing. Justin, what are you gonna do?
I got a pass with my son this weekend.
Oh, woohoo! Yeah. What y'all gonna do?
We're going to Frisch's, to Swain Park, and to, maybe get our haircuts.
Okay, all right. Yeah. All right, Melvin, what are you gonna do for your weekly goal?
Let me see. I ain't really sure, because I had thoughts to make plans for, to look around for me a phone and all that. So I might get around to that. I talked to a friend last time on the phone about it. He told me where to go at to get one.
Okay.
Mobile.
Yeah. Okay. So you're gonna get a smartphone.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna teach you how to use that
Okay, I
smartphone.
appreciate it.
Cause it's 2019, Melvin, and the flip phone is over.
She said to get one for $50.
Okay.
They still work the same, it's just the payment.
It's just a refurbish.
And then, Miss Martha told me, like, whatever you do, Austin, make sure you tell them that you want unlimited.
Data. Yeah, absolutely. Man, what are you gonna do for the week?
Me and my therapist talked yesterday, and he said that I have to work on self-care,
Okay.
making more time for myself,
Okay.
being more grounded, and things like that.
Okay. Very good. I think I'm gonna get my car ready for the winter too. I think I just got an oil change. I just got my tires rotated, and I need to maybe change my fluids, look at my belts, make sure that it's ready for the winter. My tires are good. I think I can make it through the winter with my vehicle. So that's going to be one of my goals. All right. So next week, we're going to spend a lot more time having discussion like this. We are going to go back over the 8 dimensions. We are going to review. We're going to see if you made any changes. We're going to see if you didn't make any changes. We're going to ask some questions, but we're going to allow you to speak upon what you got out of this class, what you hope to get out of this class, what we can do better in this class, an evaluation of me. I know it's going to be a good one.
Fail.
Oh, Lord, I failed you. I failed you, people.
That's not good.
I have sinned.
You have done well.
All right, I'll take that. I appreciate that.
I think that was a sarcastic.
Yeah, that was not true.
Huh?
You said you want us to have this for you next week?
Yeah, work on your goal. I'm not going to ask you what your goal is. I'm going to let you determine what your goal is, because after the 10 weeks, I'm not going to be here for you to make goals. But I want you to continuously make goals. Okay? All right. With that, we're out.